Have you ever been to a restaurant with a woman and before the food comes, before she even looks at the menu, she's telling you how much she doesn't like it? Or if you invite a woman somewhere and instantly she says, I'm not interested in that event or that activity, and she's never tried that event or activity. Now ask yourself, would you consider her elegant? Let's talk about it. If you're new here, I'm Laura. I am a C-suite executive, a personal brand coach, a mom, and a wife. On this channel, I create content on modern elegance, career mastery, and a little bit of style. So ladies, in today's video, let's talk a little bit about why it's important for elegant women to become interesting and also very curious. So when it comes to elegance, it's more than just how you dress and how you appear on the outside. It's also about your intellect, meaning how exposed you are to the world, how curious you are about the world. It's about you being interesting, a person who draws people in, who people want to have conversations with or want to be around. And sometimes, because you have these beliefs or these reservations, women tend to, again, say they don't like something or they don't want to go somewhere. And it could be a number of reasons. One, it could be fear, just fear of the unknown. We as humans, we all like to be in our comfort zone. And anything outside of that comfort zone makes us uncomfortable. And none of us like to be uncomfortable. It could also be judgment. You're so afraid that someone's going to judge. And in most cases, people that are judging are, one, people that aren't doing these things themselves. Two, people that truly don't know anything about you or your life. And three, people who may not be judging at all. You just assume that they are. It could also be just the fact that you're so comfortable not doing anything. And when you're comfortable not doing something, of course you don't feel like it because you haven't done it, because it requires you to get up and get out and to explore. So there are a number of reasons that women tend to do this. But these are things that are holding you back from becoming the woman that you want to be. These are things that are holding you back from becoming her. So here are a few tips to actually become her, become interesting, become curious. First, each month, or if you're bold enough, at least once a week, try something different, try something new. And it doesn't have to be something really big that's going to take you from 0 to 100. And what I mean by that is it doesn't have to be something that completely takes you so far out of your comfort zone that you'll never do it again. Try something very small. It can be something as small as going to a new bakery or pastry shop because they are serving pastries that you've never had before and you want to try something different. It could be going to a museum and instead of looking at those same paintings that you always look at, take a look at the new exhibit. And once you start to look at the new exhibit, formulate questions in your mind about that exhibit so that you can now explore while you're there, or you can explore once you get home and you're doing some research on it. But you want to try something new. Go somewhere new and different. This is going to stretch you a little. It's going to help you get comfortable doing different and new things. Next, you want to develop a hobby. And that hobby can be an indoor hobby or it can be an outdoor hobby. Whatever your preference is, try something different in terms of a hobby, whether it is painting. And instead of thinking, I'm not good at it, just try it. And don't try to become a perfectionist overnight because that's not going to happen. But if you start to truly enjoy it, then you can become great at it. Or if you're doing an outdoor hobby, you may want to try something like golf. Golf is one of those sports that people say is a business sport because the phrase is that most decisions are made on the golf course. So you may want to learn how to play golf. Even if you don't enjoy it and you're not good at it, just become familiar with the game so that when conversations are going on about the game, you can engage in the conversations. And here's the things with hobbies. Hobbies are those activities that are going to allow you to de-stress. Those activities that you are doing for fun because you enjoy it. So come up with some hobbies that aren't stressful, where you can enjoy it, you can relax. And again, you start to gain knowledge. You can share with other people about what you're doing. And you become interesting because you're doing something other than your usual. The next thing you may want to consider is start asking questions and giving answers. Now, asking questions and giving answers, that's one of those small things that you can do immediately when you're engaged in conversation with people. Start actively listening to them so that you can ask them questions about things that they're sharing. And also, when they ask you questions, you now start to answer. So instead of saying, when they ask, "How was your weekend?" your usual response would probably be something like, "Oh, it was great." Instead of saying that, go a little deeper. Say something as basic as, "Oh, I had a great weekend. Had an opportunity to go for a 5-mile walk, and I really enjoyed it. I enjoyed it because the sun was shining, the birds were flying over, and I saw a lot of birds, which must mean the weather is now changing. In addition to that, I spotted some new trees that I hadn't seen before," and start to describe the leaves a little. So that way you are participating in the conversation, but you're still not overly sharing. And you still can be very comfortable because it's a neutral subject. So you want to start to ask questions and also answer questions. In addition to that, practice saying yes. When someone asks you to do something, to go somewhere, say yes. Because when you start to explore and to do different things, when you say yes, it starts to open up your mind. You start to learn different things. And elegant women are continuous learners. So you want to start to say yes. Get out of that comfort zone or that habit of saying no and staying inside. And don't be afraid of being an imposter, because that is probably one of the top reasons women are quick to say, "I don't like that. Oh, no, I don't like that activity." And not just women, people in general, because they're afraid of being seen as somehow an imposter, because that's not what you have been used to or accustomed to in your life. So you're holding yourself back because you don't want to be seen as an imposter. If you are going to become her, if you are truly going to become an elegant woman, you truly do want to become interesting and curious. You want to explore different things, history, culture, events, all of it. You want to explore and become someone who is versed in a number of subject matters and subject areas. Ladies, I hope you've enjoyed this video. Remember, elegance is about more than just how you appear. It is who you are deeper. Thank you so much for watching. If you liked the video, give it a thumbs up. Also, don't forget to subscribe to the channel, as always. Thank you again. See you next time.